Today I'm going to teach you how to carve a turkey. With these helpful tips, it'll make carving the bird a lot less intimidating.
Hi, I'm Kaylin, and today we are at the busy Findlay Market in Cincinnati, Ohio. When it comes to carving your turkey, the most important rule is having a sharp knife. But if you don't have that great of knife skills, you can always use a serrated knife. And if you're really nervous, you can always go out and buy an electric knife. Let's get cooking. Hi, I'm Kaylin, and welcome to Cooking with Kaylin. Today I'm going to teach you how to carve a turkey. There are just a few steps that once you learn how to do it, you'll be willing to conquer it any season. Before we start to carve the bird, let's scoop out the side dish that we made with the roasted beets and roasted potatoes. Now that we've got our side item, it's time to start carving our turkey. You want the turkey to be breast up, and you want to remember that there's 8 different sections of the turkey that we want to get. 2 breasts, 2 wings, 2 thighs, and 2 drumsticks. First, we're going to go for the thighs and drumsticks. You want to make sure that the turkey is breast up, and then you can turn it on its side. You can actually see where the joint is, and you just want to tear the skin along. Because it's completely cooked, it should just pop out easily, and you can pull away. You might need a little help with your knife. And this section is your thigh, and then there's your drumstick. So you want to do this on the other side now. Just start to cut the skin away. You see all the juice from the butter. And then just pop it out of joint. There's actually natural seaming within the turkey where you'll be able to follow to make sure you get all the right parts. So just cut along. Now we're going to separate the drumstick from the thigh. You can see that this is kind of like the thigh bone for the turkey, and if you start to pull it away, the skin will start to tear and you'll actually see the joint. So that can help be your guideline when you're cutting your turkey. So you just want your knife to follow it, and you'll actually reach to the joint. There you go. If you can see, you'll see the bones, and you just want to take your knife directly in the middle and cut downward. There you go. The thigh and the drumstick. Now we're going to cut the other side. You want to pull it so the skin starts to tear, and so you can start to see the joint. Once you see the joint, just start to take your knife down, and you'll see the bone, and that's where you'll want to separate. Keep pulling, and just cut on down. There you go. And then, there you go. There's your thigh, and there's your drumstick. Now we're going to cut the breast meat. This is the hardest of all the cuts, but once you learn the secret tips, it'll make it a lot easier. You want to take your knife and find the backbone. Once your knife finds the bone, you want to kind of crack open the meat, and you'll actually see the bone. That is your guideline. You want to take the tip of your knife and carry it along the backbone and the rib cage. This is going to be your guidelines. That way your knife will only get the breast meat. Carry it down. Follow along the wishbone. And then you want to kind of turn it so you can get underneath it to cut it from the bone. There you go. The turkey breast. Now we're about to do the second breast. Since you've done the first one, this one is a lot easier. Again, follow the backbone and let the rib cage be your guide. Go underneath and come up. Scrape it down again. And there you go, your breast meat. If you want to do table side, you can always just put this on a platter and cut it right in front of everybody, but I like to slice it up now. I like to cut the turkey breasts into thick slices, and you just cut downwards and get all the skin too, so everybody gets the perfect bite. There you you go. This is also a great time to find the wishbone. The wishbone is the top part of the backbone, right here. It's like the first rib. And you have to break the meat away to find it, and I recommend cleaning it before you make a wish. Your final cuts are the wings. These are potentially the easiest. Just like everything else, you want to use your knife and follow the joints. And it should just pop out like everything else. For smaller pieces, you can always crack the joint again and then just take your knife through it. Okay? And your last wing. Go. You just want to pull it and then take your knife to the opening. There you go. And then for a little bit smaller, just crack the joint again, take your knife. There you go. And that's how you carve a turkey. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Cooking with Caitlin. For more tips and ideas as to what goes great with this turkey, please check out cookingwithcaitlin.com.